Warning, the following video contains disparageful spoilers for Danganronpa V3. Enjoy!
Hey everybody, it's me, the Otaku Fangirl, here to discuss my thoughts on the ending of Danganronpa V3. So as I finished the game, all I could think about at the time was, wow, this ending is great, and I love it, and I was honestly at a loss for words for a while, and even cried a bit because this ending meant something to me as a player and a fan of Danganronpa. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, Kodaka said this about the ending, as pointed out and commented by Viper Mist, and they said, the audience weren't really supposed to represent us. On V3's anniversary, Kodaka even made some spoiler tweets about the game, and he himself said they weren't literally supposed to be us, and then he sent a link. Within the V3 universe, Danganronpa is a franchise that became so popular it went from game/anime to a reality TV show, Ultimate Real Fiction, that real people in universe participate in. And this is the 53rd installment. Shuichi and the rest of are the participants, and a flashback light was used on them to give them their personalities and make them into the fictional characters that we know them from the games as. Whenever Tsumugi calls them fictional, she doesn't mean they're literally line codes within the video game we're playing. It gets confusing because Danganronpa gets name dropped so much, but we've not had 53 games, and we don't watch actual real people kill each other. If we're sickos for enjoying the Danganronpa games, you could say the same for the people enjoying any kind of fiction with death and conflict. The in-game audience watches real people kill each other for entertainment since their world is so peaceful. The world we live in certainly isn't, I know that. That it's boring. Everyone who died in this game is actually dead. Their personalities, memories, and talents might have been fabricated, but their bodies were real. I just wanted to explain as shortly as I can and try to clear up the confusion the ending causes pretty much everyone on their first playthrough. And a bit by Dawn Tent Axion. I don't really know how to pronounce your channel name or whatever, but you said, it's funny how you were getting the ending and also you were not getting it. Yep, it was a TV show. Just like Final Fantasy, V3 is based on reality, our reality. So you could say the game never broke our fourth wall. And I thank you for the comments, but even so, I have my own little interpretation on this ending, so hear me out, alright? Again, it's just my own opinion, no need to get heated or angry if you don't like it, so let's begin. So let's first address them breaking the fourth wall so heavily that Deadpool would be shook. As I take this as Kodaka calling us out, we put these characters through this pain and despair because we, the fans of Danganronpa, want more killing games. Sure, they refer to Danganronpa as a TV show, sort of, but this, I feel like Kodaka wasn't willing to go so meta as to legit address the player of the video game that directly. So he came up with that plotline. But in turn, you can think of it as, well, he is addressing us, the player, as seen by when you have to literally choose for Kibo to remedy the situation at a point. And I do want to mention my own little thoughts about if Tsumugi was lying or telling the truth. As when I watched Weeby News' video on her thoughts on the ending, I came up with my own thoughts, which I commented saying, alright, just finishing V3 the other day, I can say this, I love the ending. Once everything was starting to get revealed, it all clicked in my head what the story and what plot Kodaka was trying to say, and I loved it. Also, the thing you mentioned about disconnecting from the audience thing, actually it made me feel bad. It made me feel despair that they were saying, basically us, the fans of Danganronpa, are the reason these characters are going through such despair. Because we want more. We want more Danganronpa, more killing games, etc. And when it came down to it, I was like, wow, this is actually making me feel bad. But I'll fight for the truth with Shuichi, so hopefully he can see us, the fans, in a better light. Because in the end, we all told Kibo we want them to succeed and live on inside their universe, because we all care for them and want them to have the best lives they can. Because like you said, fiction does affect reality. So these were my thoughts on the ending pretty much. As to whether Tsumugi was telling the truth or not, I mean, she wasn't wrong that the other Danganronpa characters are indeed fictional. But in that reality, they are real. We the fans see them as fiction, but they themselves see their fiction as reality. At least that's how I see it. It gets messy when you start talking about different realities and whatnot, but I think it's saying that each universe of a game and or an anime has its own reality. that the characters within it see it as reality, and we, of course, see it as fiction. But I think the reality that the V3 characters live in is a separate one than, let's say, the Danganronpa 1 and Danganronpa 2 characters live in. But it's still part of a whole Danganronpa universe. And now I just want to move on to what this ending truly means to me as a longtime Danganronpa fan. This ending of V3 means to me a lot of things, because it made me feel, yes, this is my fault these characters in their reality have to go through this suffering and despair. But in turn, we also want them to grasp the truth and find hope. So yes, I'm hoping that in their reality, wherever Shuichi, Maki, and Himiko end up, that they are happy. And that's another thing. We, the fans of Danganronpa, are the ones to carry out that hope in our reality. We cosplay, we write fanfiction, we make analysis videos, we play the games, with Let's Plays or just by ourselves. We watch the animes based on the games, we consume the media of Danganronpa because we love it, and want to share in the despair these characters we love, but also find the hope and love at the end of the day. Because fiction does change reality. Shuichi knew this. I could see it in his eyes, and Himiko and Maki's as well. They changed my reality, as did the past Danganronpa characters, because they had an effect on me in my life. And all the other characters in Danganronpa V3 because they all had an effect on me. So in short, this ending meant a lot to me, as I feel like it might have wrapped up the Danganronpa games for good. But maybe not. Kodaka might take a break from Danganronpa, but he may come back to it. Because I don't know about you, but I want to see the killing game Rantaro is in. But that's just all my final thoughts on Danganronpa V3, and I enjoyed this game. It was so much fun. And I'm wondering, do you guys want to see me play the extra modes, Salmon mode, and Talent Development mode? As my Let's Plays don't do as well as I hoped they would, so I'm not sure many people would watch those. But if you want me to, just comment down below and I'll get to those, because I do have 2 parts pre-recorded already. I just haven't edited them yet. And that's it for me. What are your thoughts on the V3 ending? Let me know in the comments. See you in whatever review, Let's Play I do next. Bye!